Okay, first things first. Let's get in.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Si por fin me deja comentar.
¿Qué onda, bro? ¿A poco tenías problemas para comentar o qué?
Hola. Si por fin me deja comentar. Hola. Internet. Dime ausente fue porque fui con mis hermanos, perdón.
Oh, está bien. Como quiera te digo, ya sabes, no hay problema. Cuando se puede, pues, y no, pues no. ¿Andabas de vacaciones entonces?
Sí.
Órale, no, pues eso es bueno. Está padre. Entonces, ¿vas regresando apenas o qué?
No se unió nadie más mientras yo no estuve.
No, no, nadie se unió. De hecho, a veces entraba alguien, pero no sé quién era porque no comentaba. Pero no, nadie nuevo. Te digo, no es muy común que entre sí gente. A veces nomás pasan a ver y un ratito y se van, pero no comentan ni nada.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
¿Te gusta la serie de Vecinos?
Sí, sí me gusta. Estaba viendo desde la temporada 1, porque nada más, bueno, en su tiempo cuando salieron nomás llegué a ver como 3 temporadas. Y las empecé a ver ahora en el Blim. Y igual voy como en la temporada 3. Ya terminando esa, empieza la 4 que ya no la vi. Y son como 12 temporadas y las quiero ver. Porque todas esas no las vi.
Lo digo por el video del vagabundo que subiste.
Sí, sí, imaginé que lo decías por el video. Sí, se me hace chistoso eso. Se me hizo chistoso eso de la toalla del mojado. Que dijo el que le mojaron la toalla. No sé, ¿a ti te gusta o no los has visto?
Sí, me vi todas las temporadas.
No, pues fíjate qué chido. A mí sí me gusta ese tipo de comedia, está padre. Porque hay otras que no, que casi no, pero esa sí se me hace como que un poquillo más ingeniosa el humor.
Me
Entonces,
voy
pues sí,
yendo
sí me ha
también.
gustado. Aquí se escucha igual la voz, aquí no me cambia. ¿Sabe qué será?
Ahorita la estoy viendo en transmisión la temporada nueva.
Oh, está bien. No, a mí me falta mucho, te digo, para llegar a la nueva temporada. Apenas voy como a la mitad de la 3, que ya las había visto,
Okay,
pero te
first
digo,
things first. Let's get inside and find the
pero
main
las volví a ver
communications
desde la
console.
1, desde la temporada 1. Y ahorita voy como en el 7, yo creo, de la temporada 3.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
No pasa nada si para hacerte una pregunta te digo oye.
Ah, no, no pasa nada.
Jay. Párame ahorita regreso.
Ok, no hay problema.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Ok, bro, está bien.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the
Tiene
data drive
poderes.
in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Hasta ahorita no tiene ninguno. Ahorita acabo de desbloquear nada más un campo de fuerza que puedes activar. Pero me matan y se regresa al punto de control y se borra todo. Tengo que estar haciendo cada que me matan todo esto. Activarlo aquí y ya lo puedo usar. Pero te protege un poquillo. Y creo que en sí nomás tiene como, por decirlo así, 4 poderes, pero es el primero que desbloquea. Campo de fuerza. Pero poderes sobrenaturales no. Son como de tecnológicos o algo así. Y luego el juego tiene muchos detalles. Si te fijas, según tiene escudo y tiene parte de la energía de ella, te la bajan de volada. Pero bueno, eso como quiera. El apuntado está bien difícil porque
Okay, first things first.
haz de cuenta
Let's
que
get
le mueves la
inside and find the main
sensibilidad
communications console.
y la misma sensibilidad se queda para esta arma. La sensibilidad de la cámara es la misma que para el arma. Entonces, para disparar algo así lejano o algo así muy a detalle, se batalla bastante. Y si le bajas más la sensibilidad para tener más control, después batallas bastante en dar la vuelta así con la cámara. Y
Tiene
te
muchas
digo,
mecánicas.
sobre todo eso es lo más gorroso que se me hace. El apuntado está un poquillo, está mal hecho, te digo. Los juegos, la mayoría, una cosa es que muevas así la cámara, pero al apuntar se hace como más sensible. Puedes apuntar más con detalle. Pero aquí no. Sigue moviendo bien rápido al apuntar y se batalla mucho. Y de mecánicas, pues nada más tiene este árbol de habilidades, que son bastantes. Sí tiene bastantillas. Muchas son iguales, nada más se van mejorando, van aumentando. Pero no está tan complejo.
Es realista.
Sí, yo creo que es lo que hicieron, como que quisieron hacer realista.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Adiós, voy a dormir, perdón si me quedé muy poco.
Órale, está bien, no hay problema. Ahí nos vemos luego. Que descanses.
Okay, first things first. Let's get inside and find the main communications console.
Interfacing with Aurora Comms mainframe. Uploading Nova package. This will take me some time. Recommend clearing out all hostiles from the base and locating the data drive in Mr. Morgan's room.
Will you be safe in here by yourself?
I will seal the door behind you until all hostiles are dealt with.
Alright, that should be the last of them. "73, how are you doing?"
Very well. I could do this all day because my batteries recharge on solar energy during daytime hours. Interface complete. Nova protocols uploaded. We can now override jamming and control the comms.
Lieutenant Ross, do you read me? Please come in.
Lieutenant Harwood, is that you?
I'm reading you, loud and clear. We've retaken Aurora Outpost.
Never thought I'd be so glad to hear a voice over the comms. Confirming. We have remote control of Aurora's comm systems on our end.
What if Eclipse tries to retake the space after we leave?
The Nova protocols I installed reconfigured the base's security to subdue any non-Nova personnel. No password this time.
These troops, their uniforms and tactics were different.
Cross-referencing. Lieutenant, the uniforms are standard issue for Aurora Outpost security personnel.
Wait, they weren't Eclipse. They were from Aurora?
It appears so.
Abigail's not going to like this.
You're sure they were Aurora? God, this mutiny is getting more and more unbelievable. What I'm wondering is, how are all these people coordinating? The jamming didn't play favorites. Their comms didn't work any better than ours.
Speaking of comms, what have you got so far?
Well, we've been trying to raise any of the other outposts, and so far, no response. However, there is an absolutely enormous backlog of comm traffic that was blocked by the jam. Distress calls, requests for info, all kinds of stuff. We're trying to sort through it now, but it'll take a while.
What about Earth? Have you sent a report back to Everreach?
Yeah, but that'll take at least a day to hear back from them.
So what do we do in the meantime?
Well, I continue listening to these transmissions. You should get some sleep.
No, I'm fine. I've got to find my squad mate.
You're not going to find him in the dark, and you've been going all day without any rest.
Unless being knocked unconscious by a concussion grenade counts.
You can always contact your squatty from your room. Nothing stopping radio contact now. Oh, but before you go to bed, would you go talk to Mr. Reporter? He's been asking about his data drive every 5 minutes.
Lieutenant, welcome back. Did you find my data drive? Thanks. I guess you're not just a company stooge after all. This should give us some clues. It contains pretty much every communication and piece of data that went through Aurora.
How did you get that kind of information?
I didn't become an award-winning journalist by only accessing the servers I'm allowed to access.
I know it's against the rules, but having it all in one place is handy.
Exactly. Plus, I already know some of the more interesting tidbits on there. What do you want to know?
Let's start with the obvious. What do you have on Eclipse?
Well, they did send an official message to Everreach 2 days before the attacks.
What do they say?
Same thing they said every week. Same thing every scientist, architect, and specialist has been trying to say to Everreach for months. Hey, this planet is filled with alien stuff we don't understand. Can we please have more time to study it properly? And sure enough, 1 day later, the standard Everreach reply. We need to stay on schedule and build this colony. Just hurry up and finish what you're doing. Leave no corner uncut. Apart from that, though, not any unusual activity that I can see. I'll keep checking.
All right, I'm going to get some rest, but let me know if you find anything. Thank you, 73. I'll see you in the morning. Jay, come in.
Whoa, Nora, is that you? Oh, you're coming in a lot clearer.
We've shut down the jamming. We can talk as long as we want.
Oh, thank God. You mind filling me in what the heck is happening here? I only caught snatches before.
It's a long story. Are you somewhere safe?
Yeah, I've set up camp in the forest.
See, it's a good thing you're the one stuck out in the woods overnight. You handle camping way better than I do.
Oh, come on. You only set the tent on fire one time.
Alright. Where do I start? So that's what we know so far. Eclipse seem to be the ringleaders, but who knows what other outpost ran on it.
Jeez. Good to know before I walked into their camp. I was heading straight for them. The obelisks were the only landmark I had.
You should be able to use them to reorient towards Nova in the morning.
Okay, I will. Sorry. It's been a long day. Anything else?
How are you coping, Jay? You're not usually this...
Scared?
whiny. Seriously, you've been... weird. I've never heard you sound so... exhausted and demoralized.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's not like we haven't had hard missions before. Maybe it's the crash. Maybe it's Mike. Anyway, I'll be fine. I feel better now. More importantly, what about you?
Me?
Oh, come on, Nora. This is me asking. Honest talk. How are you holding up?
Honestly, I'm tired too. I've been going non-stop since I landed. The outpost commander can't spare anyone, so she has me doing all the recon. I don't know what to do, Jay. Things keep getting bigger and weirder. There's all these people, and I want to keep them safe, but I don't even know from what.
Hey, you know, you can't take it all on yourself, Nora. All you can do is protect them the best you can.
You're right. I forgot how good it is to have someone reminding me.
Hey, no problem. You're so busy worrying about everyone else, someone has to worry about you.
Why do you think I keep you around, dummy?
My pretty looks?
Now things are calm. I'm thinking about Mike.
Yeah, me too. It's funny, even after all the firefights we've been in, you never really think this job will kill you.
I never thought someone would die under my command.
There was nothing you could do, Nora. I just wish that wasn't our last memory of him.
You know what I'm always going to remember about him? San Diego. 150 protesters at the factory gates, not dispersing, not listening to instructions. I had HQ in my ear, giving permission to fire. When Mike's like, before we do that, give me the mic. Let me try something.
Where the hell did he learn to sing like that?
I don't know. I still can't believe it worked. Kept the crowd riveted until backup arrived.
I wish all our missions had gone that smoothly. Rest easy, Mike. A lot of people gonna miss you.
Where are you at the moment? I know you're near the obelisk.
I found a nice spot in the forest. Maybe a click and a half south. Way out of the way, so I wouldn't bump into any patrols. You should see this, Nora. There's all these glowing brambles all over the place. I didn't even need a fire to see. And these trees, they're just towering overhead with the stars peeking through. Man, this place, this planet is beautiful.
It sounds kind of like camping back in Haida, Gwaii. Well, except all the glowing alien plant life.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Remember when we used to kayak to the middle of nowhere and camp on the coast? Would watch the sun go down and the stars come out, all framed with these old trees that had been there since forever.
I miss that.
Get some sleep, Jay. We'll see what we can do tomorrow to get you to Nova Outpost.
I wouldn't mind staying here.
What?
Oh, sorry. I mean, on this planet. I can see why people would want to settle here. It'd be nice to stay here permanently.
Yeah, it is beautiful. It'd be a great place to call home.
Well, maybe if we clear things up here, something can be arranged. Good night, Nora. See you tomorrow.
Good night, Jay. Take care of yourself.
Good morning, Lieutenant Harwood.
Morning. Sleep well?
Eventually. Any updates?
So, my comms team and I stayed up all night trying to scrub through all the backlogged comm traffic, and we think we have a lead. Most of the comm traffic from the other outposts is dated weeks ago, around the first Eclipse attacks, and is just general distress calls. The one exception is Nebula Outpost in the southern desert biome. They're the furthest from Eclipse, so I had some hopes they'd be okay. They sent 2 messages. The first was the same distress call as everyone else. The second one was only 4 days ago, and it was for Nova specifically.
Why? What did it say?
Nova Outpost, this is Nebula. Please respond. If you receive this and you're still fighting, we can help each other. I have vital information that I can't trust to open channels. Eclipse may be monitoring. If you get this, we must speak directly. Please.
Have you tried to contact their outpost?
Yes, and no one's responded, but
you want me to go check it out.
this message is pretty recent. There may still be survivors who can't respond for some reason.
And if not, the information is likely to be on their computer systems. So, even if everyone is dead, it is not a total loss.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but she has a point.
She usually does.
Get ready. It's a long trip. I've already uploaded the coordinates.
Lieutenant, you read me?
Loud and clear. Anything I should know about what I'm getting into?
Nebula was primarily a scientific outpost. Its chief tasks were scanning for electromagnetic fields and performing geological surveys.
Right. What the robot said. You've got the coordinates. If you meet Dr. Pavlichenko, tell them I sent you. They'll trust me. Or at least they should.
What the hell? More Eclipse?
They came a considerable distance to shoot things.
What's going on?
Can't talk right now.
Lieutenant, you read me?
Loud and clear. Anything I should know about what I'm getting into?
Nebula was primarily a scientific outpost. Its chief tasks were scanning for electromagnetic fields and performing geological surveys.
Right. What the robot said. You've got the coordinates. If you meet Dr. Palchenko, tell them I sent you. They'll trust me. Or at least they should.
What the hell? More Eclipse?
They came a considerable distance to shoot things.
What's going on?
Can't talk right now. Okay, why would Eclipse come all the way out here?
A desire for more violence?
Gotta be that message. Maybe they figured they could take our people out when we investigated.
Either that, or they want to make sure we don't find out what it's about.
Lieutenant, you read me?
Loud and clear. Anything I should know about what I'm getting?
Lieutenant, you read me?
Loud and clear. Anything I should know about what I'm getting into?
Nebula was primarily a scientific outpost. Its chief tasks were scanning for electromagnetic fields and performing geological surveys.
Right. What the robot said. You've got the coordinates. If you meet Dr. Palchenko, tell them I sent you. They'll trust me. Or at least they should.
What the hell? More Eclipse?
They came a considerable distance to shoot me.
What's going on?
Can't talk right now. Why would Eclipse come all the way out here?
A desire for more violence?
Gotta be that message. Maybe they figured they could take our people out when we investigated.
Either that, or they want to make sure we don't find out what it's about.
Tiene poderes. Tiene muchas mecánicas. Es realista. Adiós, voy a dormir, perdón si me quedé muy poco.
Lieutenant, I regret to inform you that I am experiencing malfunction.
73, what happened? Did you take a hit?
Worse, I got sand in my casing. It's extremely unpleasant. Incoming hostiles.
All right. Anything else Eclipse wants to throw at us? Okay, I brought that on myself.
Lieutenant, recommend we maneuver to avoid or block line of sight on the gunship while finding safe route onwards to the outpost. Staying still and hoping the problem goes away is a common human response to stress. Lieutenant, recommend we maneuver to avoid or block line of sight on the gunship while finding safe route onwards to the outpost. Staying still and hoping the problem goes away is a common. Lieutenant, recommend we maneuver to avoid or block line of sight on the gunship while finding safe route onwards to the outpost. Staying still and hoping the problem goes away is a common human response to stress. No signs of pursuit. It appears we are in the clear.
Still, let's get a bit of distance between us and that thing. Jay, I read you. What's your status? How close are you to Nova Outpost?
Nora, I'm sorry.
What?
You've always been the strong one. The one who gets things done. The one who keeps going.
Jay, what are you...
But I get it now. It's time for me to be the strong one. To be a soldier. It's time for me to fight. To save the innocent. To protect them. To make sure they survive.
Jay, what's wrong? You don't sound great.
I didn't sleep last night. At least, I don't think so.
You're en route to Nova, right? What's your ETA? Jay?
I read you. I'm just under 2 kilometers away from the base of the obelisks.
The obelisk? Jay, that's Eclipse territory. What are you doing?
Like I said, I'm fighting. For them. For the children. For the future.
You can't take them all on alone. We need to regroup at Nova and figure out a plan.
It's okay, Nora. I've got this. Jay out.
Jay! Jay! What the hell was wrong with him?
Uncertain. He did not appear to be performing to usual standards.
That's an understatement. More Eclipse drones.
Negative. My scans indicate these are Nebula-issue drones. Hypothesis. If Nebula engaged the Tempo protocol, their drones may be attacking any unknown or unauthorized personnel.
Lieutenant.
Mr. Morgan, what are you doing on this call?
He barged into comms a few minutes ago. Turns out he has some important info he got off of that classified database of his.
It is important. According to that database, there's a small archaeological team working in the desert where you are right now.
Query. Significance?
All the attacks so far have been on outposts or major installations. This was a tiny team out in the field in the middle of nowhere, almost unknown to everyone.
So Eclipse might have missed them. They might be still alive.
Go check it out if you have time. But don't forget your mission.
Attempting to access controls.
73?
That was mildly unpleasant. This force field was activated by Nebula security codes shortly after Eclipse attacks began.
Wait, so that would mean...
It is probable that the field was put up by Nebula survivors to protect against Eclipse attacks.
So they might be still alive and safe. Is there any way we can get through?
I am not equipped to bypass this level of security lockout. However, the Nebula drones are authorized to access this system. If I had some of their parts, I could create a spoof ID and gain access.
And how do we get these drone parts?
Blow up some drones and pick up their pieces.
Simple, yet effective. I like it.
There's one. Please try not to blow it into too many pieces.
There's another one. Taking it down.
The parts are slightly singed, but adequate. I will need more, however.
Last one.
Could you blow the next one up a bit less violently, please? Nebula hardware integration complete. Please proceed to the force field at your convenience. Ready to interface with Nebula controls.
Let's do this. Drop the force field.
If there's anything else you wish to explore or investigate in this area, I strongly recommend doing so now.
"73Q, can you stream visuals to base?"
Patching you in.
My God, I interviewed some of these people. That was Mr. Nbudu, security. He had a mother back home. He was earning money for her operation. That looks like Aisha Samir, one of the top geologists on Earth. Took the job to see a new planet. They died fighting. What? Each other? I don't understand.
Lieutenant, I found a significant message. A signal sent out a few hours before comms went dark.
Who were they trying to reach?
Eclipse.
Eclipse Outpost, please come in. We just read a massive energy spike from your location. Please copy. We're tracking a planet-wide electromagnetic field that wasn't there before. Origin point is the obelisk structures. Eclipse, come in. Is this related to your archaeological activity in the area? Please confirm. Damn it, I told them not to rush opening that chamber.
End of message.
So, an electromagnetic field went up just before Eclipse started attacking everyone.
Chances of coincidence are 0.003%. Lieutenant, I found one of Dr. Palachenko's personal logs.
Let's hear it.
Palanchenko, personal log. I can't believe this is happening. Today has been a nightmare. Eclipse personnel just suddenly attacked us. No warning. We barely chased them off and got the force fields up in time. I was just talking to some of the people at Eclipse the other day. They were fine. But all they could talk about was how the bosses back home wanted that damn chamber open right away. Apparently, the pencil pushers back home forgot that when you rush something like that, you get careless. At least we're safe in here for now. Whatever's going on out there, we can wait it out.
End of log.
Well, frankly, I feel even more confused now.
What was that chamber they mentioned?
I think there was some evidence suggesting there might be a sealed subterranean room at the base of the obelisks.
And what's the connection between all this and Eclipse turning on everyone?
I don't know, but this is sounding less and less like a mutiny by the second.
Lieutenant, another personal log by Dr. Palachenko.
Go ahead.
In my last log, I said that we were safe behind the shield. I was wrong. We figured out the field's effect with the help of med staff. Well, figured out is a strong word, but we know enough to know we're screwed. There were some big medical terms flying around their report. Amygdala, thalamus, hypothalamus. But I got the gist of it. The electromagnetic field from the obelisks is designed to pretty much rewire organic brains. It stimulates the part of the brain to do with aggression and violence, puts the urge to fight way off the charts. It also interferes with regular brain activity, kind of like you got no sleep. But the scariest thing, over time, the brain waves shift into the field's patterns. Eclipse's outpost was right next to the obelisks, so they got the biggest, most intense blast of this. But this field extends everywhere. We're all being reprogrammed now. Apparently, distance helps, and it affects people at different rates, kind of like how some people manage for days without sleep while others fall to bits. But it's only a matter of time before we're all affected. Either Eclipse kills us, or we end up like them.
Abigail, did you get that?
I did, but I don't know if I can believe it.
Lieutenant, didn't you say that some of the Aurora personnel attacked you at that outpost?
Yes. You think they may have been affected as well?
Look, I knew these people, and as nuts as it sounds, this makes more sense than them being part of some violent mutiny.
Another personal log. Go ahead and play it, 73.
Well, we finally got some good news, of a sort. Something that might help protect against the field's effects. On further scans, we noticed some irregularities in the field in random spots all over the planet, almost like eddies in water. In these zones, the field strength is greatly lessened. I can only assume the effects of the field are too. The irregularities looked familiar, so we ran the map against our geological surveys and found a link. The field becomes weaker in places with large deposits of ferromagnetic metal. These metals may not be the same as, say, iron, but they act like magnets and generate a minor magnetic field. This disrupts the larger obelisk field and creates a small, safe spot on and around the deposit. Most of these metal deposits are in the middle of nowhere, except for one near Nova Outpost, close enough that the outpost is in the safe zone. There might be actual allies there that we can band together with, assuming Eclipse hasn't killed them all. I think we have to go to Nova.
Lieutenant, if what they're saying is true, you need to get back here, right now. You're not safe out there.
I'm fine. I don't think it's affecting me yet.
All the same, finish up and get out of there. Sounds like their idea of holding up here at Nova's our best bet for staying sane.
It's just a matter of time. I brought all the staff together, explained the plan to leave this place and head towards Nova. I thought they all got it. Some of them did, but there were a lot of people who said no. They said it was too dangerous out there, that outside our shields we'd be picked off or just die in the wilderness. Then things got ugly. Everyone was shouting at each other, accusing each other. Some of it made sense, some of it didn't. I don't know. Some of them might have turned. Some of them might just have been scared and tired and on their last nerve. All I know is that someone pulled out a gun and by the time it was over, half of us were either dead or headed off into the desert to die, to escape, to shack up with Eclipse. Who knows? Between them taking the vehicles and all the damage done to our food supplies, there's no way we can make the trip to Nova now. No one's taking it well. It's just a matter of time before, well, you know.
Found a body. Abigail, is it?
Yeah, that's Palachenko.
Final personal log accessed.
To anyone out there who hasn't died or lost themselves, if you find this, if you find me, get off this planet. It's too late for us. I heard shooting, screaming. I should go and fight too, fight and kill. I'm losing it. Sometimes I think of my wife and my family and things clear up for a bit and I can think I can be myself. But then I start thinking about the children. I don't have any children. They're scratching at my brain, screaming in the dark. I can hear the whispers when I wake up now. All those beautiful memories of Marnie smiling. I try and grip onto them and keep grounded, but they're flying away. I can't get away from it. Not on Eden, only out there. I can't get out there. I won't lose who I am. I can't lose who I am. Marnie, if you hear this, I love you. I want to go as myself, thinking of you.
Let's get the hell out of here. Jay. Jay, do you read me? Please come in. He said he was almost at the base of the obelisk, didn't he?
That is correct.
Palachenko's report said the field was strongest closer to the obelisk. I should have known something was up. Damn it! This thing again? bring this thing down.
We appear to be doing significant damage.
Significant damage is still not dead.
Lieutenant.
Don't worry, it's not the field, I've been having a rough couple of days.
Do you wish me to offer comforting interactions?
I don't know.
About Technician J. Please note that the Nebula reports mentioned nothing about this effect being permanent. It may be reversible.
That is true.
Perhaps you will recover after a relaxing vacation, preferably on another planet.
Yeah, that sounds great. Maybe I'll take one too. You're a good partner to have right now. Thank you, 73.
73Q.
Hmm?
My actual designation is 73Q. My friends call me 73. Current number of friends is 1.
Yeah, 1.
Lieutenant, get back to base on the double. I've got bad news.
We finally received a reply from corporate on Earth. It'll take at least a week for reinforcements to get here, maybe 2. To be blunt, we can't hold out that long. So we end this, now, tonight.
What's the plan?
We've mobilized every Nova personnel that can carry a weapon. Our mission will be to cut a path straight through Eclipse to the doors of the central obelisk.
And then?
While you were gone, we've built a bomb big enough to take out the obelisk structures. When we've secured a clear route, the bomb will be moved into position using an industrial cargo platform. Once it's in place, we trigger the fuse, and boom. No more alien landmark.
Between the bomb and the platform, it's gonna be bulky. If we're storming the obelisk, who's staying back to move the bomb?
Engaging whistling subroutine.
Eclipse Outpost is surrounded by walls. Once we're in position, we set off some explosives, then push through the breach.
And the mind-controlled Eclipse personnel?
We'll aim to wound, disable, or capture as many as we can, but the mission comes first. We see our shot, we take it. Literally.
Understood.
Let's move out.
Abort mission! Abort!
Eclipse Outpost is surrounded by walls. Once we're in position, we set off some explosives, then push through the breach.
And the mind-controlled Eclipse personnel?
We'll aim to wound,